Hi everyone! In this video, we'll be presenting our task for the course Primary School Mathematics Curriculum Studies. To complete this task, we are required to present and discuss about the implementation of assessment in the current primary school mathematics curriculum. But before we go any further, let's get to know us first. Hello everyone, my name is NAZWA and I am the first presenter.
Hello, I am Vassuntra. I am the second presenter of this presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is AMYLIA SHARINI BINTI AZIZ TUAH. I am the third presenter.
These are the contents that will be discussed and present. First one, we have the content standard and learning standard that we have chose. The second one is the performance level. And last one is the example for the question and answer. The learning area that we have decided to discuss is about the measurement and geometry in the topic of time. The syllabus that will be discussed is for Mathematics Year 3. Content standard is 5.9 problem solving and the learning standard is 5.9.2 solve problems involving time in daily situations. Why assessment is needed in curriculum? In education, school assessment is part of the assessment approaches a process to obtain information on pupils' progress, which is planned, carried out and reported by the teachers concerned. The information obtained will be used by administrators, teachers, parents and pupils in planning follow-up actions towards improving their pupils' learning development. By assessment that has been done, teachers can reflect their teaching quality. In order to improve pupils' development in mathematics, there are many aspects that can be improvised by the teacher, especially the teaching method and the teaching aids used. In assessment, there are 4 types of performance that teacher has to look for. Every performance has their own level to achieve. The achievement level for each performance depends on the pupils. The performance are performance assessment, performance standards for knowledge, performance standards for skills and processes, and the last one is the performance standards for attitude and values.
Next, I would like to explain about performance assessment. Well, performance in the context of education means the process where students with their engagement of knowledge and skills perform the particular topic of a subject through the realization of their objectives effectively. In this case, these objectives are the content standard and the learning standard chosen for time topic in Year 3 Mathematics. Assessment is an integral part of the teaching and learning process. It is the systematic basis for making inferences about the learning and development of students. Performance assessment is an alternative or authentic assessment, which is a form of testing that requires students to perform a task rather than selecting an answer from a ready-made list such as multiple choice questions. Students will be assessed on authentic tests and will be required to demonstrate their understanding by applying their knowledge to a specific situation. Teachers can assess their students in a variety of ways. The types of assessment include written, test, oral, and observation of learners' activities. The assessment we have chosen to fulfill this assignment task is written assessment, which is problem-solving method in specific. As NAZWA mentioned earlier, performance level of students can be measured by 3 types of performance standards, which are performance standards for knowledge, performance standards for skills and processes, and performance standards for attitudes and values. Now, I will explain about performance standards for knowledge. In standard curriculum and assessment documents, which is well known as DSKP of Year 3 Mathematics, the general interpretation of performance level of mathematical contents consists of 6 performance levels. The performance level required for students to achieve the learning standard mentioned earlier, which is solve problems involving time in daily situation, is level 4. Yes, as the arrow shows that. For your information, each performance level in the table represents each level in Bloom taxonomy. For instance, the level 4, which students are required to achieve, represent 4th level of Bloom taxonomy, which is analyzing. This means students should already achieve first 3 levels of Bloom taxonomy, which is remembering, understanding, and applying the basic knowledge of the particular mathematical content. After mastering these 3 levels, students will analyze the particular mathematical content by performing calculation steps in solving daily routine problems. And that is what level 4 stated, which is students are required to know and understand the basic knowledge of mathematics to perform calculation steps in solving daily routine problems. To be more specific, the general interpretation of performance level 4 mentioned earlier is specified in the topic of time in order to succeed the achievement of students in learning standard chosen. The performance level required for students to achieve is level 4, which describes students can solve daily routine problems involving time. According to the learning standard, students should be able to solve problems involving time in daily situations. As the learning standard matches the performance level, level 4 is chosen expecting the students to achieve that. The problems involving time definitely occurs daily in our lives. For example, students should know what is the time taken to get ready to go to school so that they can wake up according to the time taken and will be able to follow punctuality. So, it is clear that students can analyze and relate their daily problems involving time like this in answering the problem-solving questions of time topic. Apart from that, it is undeniable that students can also be assessed in their performance in skills and processes in learning mathematics, which time topic in particular. As we can see in this table, there are 5 skills process showed in the table, which are problem solving, reasoning, communication, connection, and representation. These 5 skills process have 6 performance levels for each. In achieving the learning standard 5.9.2, students are expected to achieve their performance in level 4 for each skills process. Firstly, for the problem-solving skill, students should be able to solve complex routine problems. They should be able to solve this kind of problems as the problem-solving questions given to students based on time include more than one things to be found out in order to get the answer. This means the steps of calculation will be quite a long process, which shows they are complex and of course relatable to our daily situations in our lives, which indicates they are routine problems involving time. Apart from that, for the reasoning skill, students are expected to be able to show the accurate justification for mathematics activity involving more than one calculation. The accurate justification here means students can give logic, relevant and valid reasons on why they have done such steps of calculation in each problem-solving questions of time topic given to them in order to get the correct answer. Besides, students can also improve their communication skill via problem-solving method assessment. Students should be able to explain mathematical ideas systematically using correct language, symbol, or visual representation. By answering problem-solving questions involving time, students should be able to explain the calculation steps of those questions verbally using flawless language and symbols such as plus, minus, times, and divide sign correctly. Furthermore, students will be able to connect concept on procedure to solve daily routine problems. This means students will have the potential to understand the concept of mathematics given in problem-solving question based on time and to apply what they have learned by managing to answer the questions effectively. Other than that, students are also expected to use representation to solve daily routine problems whereby they draw and use models, pictures, or even mind maps to transform their abstract understanding to concrete understanding. This will stimulate students' mind to increase their visual tendency as well as to solve their daily routine problems involving time in a creative and efficient way.
Lastly, performance standards for attitude and values that we want students to achieve is on level 6. On level 6, pupils always practice attitude and values related to mathematics in daily life and become a mentor and role model to their peers. Level 6 aims students to apply the attitudes and values that they have learned in mathematics in their daily life to solve the problem. Students also able to become a mentor and role model by explaining the others how to solve the problems.
Now, let's see the example of the question. Hasni's mother takes 30 minutes to label 60 bottles. So, what is the time taken to label 250 bottles?
So, let's check the example answer by the student. The answer given show the performance for knowledge that they have achieved is on level 4. It is because students can solve the daily routine problem in their calculation steps. In this answer, students make calculation steps to solve the problem question given. The performance for skill processes that they achieve is on level 4. Students able to solve the routine problem in that question given using the various of strategies, which is in steps 1, students know the time taken to label 16 bottles is 30 minutes. In step 2, student divides 30 minutes by 16 bottles. So they know that the time taken to label 1 bottle is 2 minutes. And step 3 is student multiply 2 minutes with 215 bottles. So that they get the answer, which is the time taken to label 215 bottles is 500 minutes. Student convert 500 minutes to 8 hours 20 minutes. For performance attitudes and values, achieved is on level 6. Students able to apply what they have learned in mathematics in their daily life and able to become a mentor and role model.
Well, that's all from us. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video. Thank you so much.